question today is how is multiplication and division similar? Circle that word multiplication. We spent a lot of time over the last couple of weeks talking about multiplication. What can you tell me about multiplication? We know things. What can you tell me about multiplication? Ooh, I should see lots of hands. You've been doing it for so long now. Well, what's something that you know about multiplication?
There's groups.
There is a lot of groups. Just random groups of things? Or are they special groups?
Special groups.
What makes it special?
Different things.
Okay, so can I give you like 3 things and Bella 5 things?
Oh, no. Equal.
They have to be equal. Multiplication deals a lot with equal groups. We got to have those equal sized groups that we're messing with over and over and over again. Shelby, what else do you remember about multiplication? You can use an array. That's a great strategy. And if you don't remember what an array is, remember it is some dots that are in rows and columns, organized that way so you can count them easier. What's something else you remember about multiplication? Oh, keep that in your brain. We're going to go to division in just a second. Sean, you remember something else? Sure? Sure. What does the multiplication symbol look like? Harper?
X.
It looks like an X. There's another visual model besides an array. What was another visual model that we learned? An array was one, where the dots are in a row. We learned another one, Lincoln. We learned a bar model. You can definitely use that. We learned one more. One more. Alina, do you remember it? Nope, not bar model. That's going to be used with our bar model. Brayden, do you remember? Circles and dots. Remember, those look like this. Remember that strategy? Circles and dots. I'll give you some seconds to catch up. We started talking about division yesterday. And really some on Monday too. Circle division. We know some things about division. What's something that we know about division? Think about what we've been doing the last 2 days. What? We learned that dealing out strategy. That's the one where we say 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. Lots of dealing out, almost like if you were the Uno dealer or the banker in a card game or Monopoly. Yep, you would have to deal out the money. Sean? What's that? Say that one more time. Yeah. We're still making groups. Think about the groups that we made yesterday. Were they just random groups of things, or they were still equal groups?
Miss Miller,
Yes.
I don't understand this that much.
That's dots in a line, like a smiley face.
Oh.
2 dots. 2 dots in a line.
Oh.
No. Can you describe where the line is and where the dots are, Elena? Yeah. Here's our division symbol. We got one line, and then a dot, and a dot. Alright, we're going to be messing with some counters today. We will come back to our notebook, but if you want to put away your notebook for right now, and we are going to be getting out a specific number of counters, so please don't start dumping them out yet. Alright, I specifically want 12 counters. Each person gets 12 counters, and I'll give you some seconds to get 12 counters in front of you. Alright, this time, you're still going to use your counters, same 12, but this time I want them in 6 equal groups. 6 equal groups. I see Michael using that dealing out strategy. He made his 6, and then he said one more, one more, one more, one more, one more. Very nice.
Miss Miller, is that a minus sign?
Huh?
Is that a minus sign?
No, it's division. It is a minus sign, and then there's a dot on top and a dot below.
Make 6? Okay, just making sure.
Yep, 6 equal groups. I recommend you put one counter in 6 spots, and then deal out. You need 6 groups. Notice I'm saying groups. I don't want 6 inside a group. I want 6 groups. So I saw a lot of you start like this. You said, here's one group, one group, one group, one group, one group, one group. There are my 6 groups. And then you said, wait, I have all these other counters still. So let me just deal them out. Another one for you, 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 another one for you. And then you said, sweet, I'm all out of counters. And everybody got the same number. What math language matches what you just did? What math language matches what you just did? You think you got it, Michael? Well, good. Put into 6 groups equals 2 inside each group. Very nice. Put your palm back together. This time, 12 counters. I want 4 groups. 4 groups. 4 equal groups. Always equal groups, Will. I'm a fair lady. I don't play favorites with my counters. Always equal groups. Jacob or Elena, one of you has a counter on the board. Remember, I am not saying 4 inside each group. You should have 4 equal groups.
I keep losing one counter.
Give me that Me-Too signal when you've got it. Oh, that was the wrong word. Give me a secret thumb when you've got it.
I know exactly what it's
Holy moly. I'm glad you guys listened to me. That's just a pretty face up here. Thanks. Hey, Harper. How'd you do it? Did you use dealing out? Or did you use a different strategy? You used dealing out. Give me a Me-Too signal if you use dealing out. Yeah, so a lot of you put your 1 in those 4 groups. And then you said, oh wow, I have more. One for you, one for you, one for you, one for you. Oh, it's a lot more. One for you, one for you, one for you, one for you. Alright, Tenley, the challenge is on. Do you think you can come up with a math equation that matches what we just did? Let's go. What did you start with? Because you had a whole blob, right? Yeah, how many was in that blob? So we started with 12. Then what did you do? Then you did what? Then you threw them in the air? What did you do next, Tenley? You did 12. Did you just leave them there? Huh? What did you do next? Logan, what did you do next?
Divide. Divide.
What were we just doing? You moved counters around. What is that called? What's that called, Pepper? Dividing.
Building group.
Did we put things into groups? Then use that language. We put into how many groups, Tinley? Yep. Put into groups. That's what that symbol means. We put into 4 groups.
Divide.
And then what do we get? 3 in each group. 3 in each group.
So when we're divided, doesn't mean like we have to, like I don't really understand that much about the divided right now. So,
Okay.
okay.
Did our number change? Do you have more than 12 counters on your desk? No. Do you have less
Yes.
than 12 counters on your desk?
No.
When you are dividing and multiplying, your number's not necessarily changing. You still have the same amount of things, but you move them so that they look a little different. Because you had a blob of 12 things, and now you've got them organized. You still have 12 things, but now they're in a different set of piles. Alright, we're going to add to our counters. We're going to add to our counters. This time, you have 12, and you want to get to 24 counters. How many more counters do you need to get out? You already have 12 on your desk. How many more counters do you need to get to 24? Jackson? We need 12 more. So count out 12 more counters. If you need extras, I have a blue bin of extras. This time we're taking 24 counters. Ooh, I like how you're doing that, Harper. That looks awesome. I like how Gwen is doing that. That looks awesome.
What are we doing?
Splitting into 2 groups.
2 groups. Okay.
When you've got it into 2 groups, get out your dry erase marker. That is the marker that you use for Sunday. That is the marker that you use for number talks. Yep. Just the dry, oh, and your tissue. Dry erase marker and your tissue.
Can I follow along with this?
You're just going right there.
Okay. I was asking the tutorial.
Alright. On your desk, with your marker somewhere near the top, I want you to write the math equation that matches your counters. Preferably near the top, write the math equation that matches what you just did with your counters. On your desk. Near the top. It'll come up. You'll be fine. Friends, this is not that crazy. Go ahead and write the math equation that matches what you just did. Please don't write on top of your name. Just write somewhere on your desk. How many counters did you have? Oh. What's up, 7? You're muted.
For this math equation, let's write a math.
What's that?
This,
Say that again.
I said I don't understand the math equation.
So the equation is just like if I was writing a math sentence. So I might say 1 plus 2 equals 3. That's an equation.
Okay.
But that doesn't match what we just did. Alright, does anyone have an idea? Remember, with division, we start with our whole. You start with all the counters. Go for it, Harper. Can you say that in better language? Like English language? 24. Put into how many groups? Put into 2 groups. 12. Keep going. 12 in each. 12 in each group. Very good. That should be the equation you have. That is the math that matches what you just did.
Got it.
Alright, move your counters. Back to blob. You don't need to erase your equation, it's fine. Move your counters back to blob. This time, I want you to put into 6 groups. 6 groups. Like it. 6 groups.
We're doing 6 groups, right?
Yep, got 6 groups. I see some great dealing out happening right now. I see Bella's using that dealing out strategy. Sean's using that dealing out strategy. Awesome. Once you finish, write that math equation down. If you get an uneven number, you can still have the right number. Right? Once you have your equation, your counters moved, go ahead and write those equations down. See if you can figure it out. All right. Let's see if we can build that equation. What math matches what you just did? What math is going to match what you just did? We know what we did. We did it in real life in English. Now we got to translate it into math. Will, you want to give it a go?
Yeah.
Go for it.
24 divided by 6 equals 4.
Awesome. Can you give me some English language though? 24.
24 put into 6 groups equals 4.
4. Keep going.
4
In.
4 in each group.
Awesome. Rockstar. Your high five. Which one's still not your high five? I see. 24. Put into 6 groups equals 4 in each group. Make a big blob. Make Make a big block. Alright, this one's gonna be, I don't want to say tricky, but a lot of groups. Are you ready for this?
What do you mean? Make a big glob?
Yeah, we just pushed it in there.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant to make a
Alright,
big glob.
24 is what you got. This time I want you to make 8 groups.
Okay.
8 groups? What in the world? Again, when you're done, give me that secret sound. That's how I know that you're done. We got 8 groups. I see some awesome dealing out happening. When you've got your counters in the right spot, write that equation. You can make the math language. How many you're close. That was funny. I saw your secret sound. Alright, what's the math language that matches? What's the math language that matches? Jackson, you want to give it a go? Go for it. Alright, can you give me some English language in there? Nope. Put into how many groups? Put into 8 groups. Equals how much? In what? In each group. Very good. 24 put into 8 groups is going to be 3 in each group. Alright, I am curious as to what you are going to do. Make a big block.
Glob attack.
Please do not yell out at me. This time I want 7 groups. 7 groups. Great, I'm going to stop talking to Gwen. Because I've already given you the next direction. You over there doing I don't know what. 7 groups.
Seven groups.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of confused faces. Why? Why is that confusing? I'm seeing a lot of confused faces. Why? Michael, why? That's not the right word. The last 3 are even. So that's not even. You don't need even or odd. The last 3 are in a group. Yes! The groups are not equal. That's the word you're looking for. You don't have equal groups. Yikes. Does that mean I can split this evenly?
No.
Equally is what I mean to say. Because somebody's going to get an extra. Can you take 24 and put it into 7 groups fairly? No. Now, I could-ish Ashley? I can cut it in half. I can do that. That's what division is. I just cut it in half. So if these are cookies, I could then break those extra 3 into pieces and we could share them. But let's pretend they're like computers. Do you think I could just break a computer in half and be like, here you go, Finley, you get letters H, I, and J? Yes. Is that how it works? No. That's why we have to be very smart about what it is that we're counting. Because if we're counting cookies, we could just break it apart. But if we're counting people, we can break it apart people. Alright, I'm going to do another one. Make a blob with your counters. But this time we're going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to write the equation, and I want you to make the picture, make the counters. You can write it on your desk if you want to. The equation that I'm writing is going to be 24 divided by 12 equals.
Miss Nolan, can you explain that again?
It is 24 divided by 12.
Okay.
So that's the equation. Now you make the counters match that. You can write the equation with your marker, but then you gotta make your counters match that.
What do you mean this for it?
What?
I said, what do you mean for
The
it?
equation is 24 divided by 12. I gave you the equation, and now you need to make that.
Okay.
Yep. Once you solve it, you can fill in the answer. That answer has a special name. Some of you saw it on Freckle. The answer to a division equation is called a quotient. A quotient. So you might have seen that before. A quotient. Oh, Logan, I'm not seeing 24 divided by 12 with your counters. What is the quotient? What is the quotient? What is the quotient? AKA, how many are in each group? Lincoln? 2. You should have had stacks of 2 in each one. 24 divided by 12 is 2. Is 2. Make a blob. Logan, question? Like that observation, Logan. Great job. Right, the question I'm going to ask you, and we are going to be writing this in our notebook, so if you are doing other things, maybe don't do that. Great. Can you make an array with a division equation? Think about that.
Can you see that again?
Can you make an array with a division equation? See if you can make an array with your counters. Any array. Sure. Yeah, with all of them. We don't want any counters left out. Can you make an array with a division equation?
Yes.
sometimes I give you very tricky questions. And sometimes you gotta use your counters to figure it out. Use your counters, make an array, and see, is Miss Miller telling a question that I can figure out? The answer is yes, you can figure it out. Make sure that your rows and your columns are straight, first of all, and have the same number in each. Because remember, arrays are all about equal groups. We learned that when we were talking about multiplication. You've got a lot of equal groups happening. Once you have an array, write the division equation next to it. Once you have your array, write the division equation next to it. It might be one that you've already written, and that's okay. Alright, I want to know, what were some equations that you came up with? What did you write down? What did you make?
3 divided by 3.
We're messing with 24, but thank you for doing that. You need 24 counters. Lincoln, what'd you get? Nope. Put into how many equal groups? Put into 6 groups. Four in each group. 4 in each group. No. Someone have a different equation? You have a different equation? Write it. No, you didn't start with 12. 24. Put into 12 what? Put into 12 groups. Is 2 in each of the groups. Good. Ben, you got another one? Nope. Put into and like that. With 6 in each group. Awesome. So, can you make an array with a division equation?
Yes.
Yes, you just did it. You just did it. Put your counters in your notebook. Nope. Put your counters in your math kit and get out your notebook.
Can we erase this?